This is Tim Rogers with Dodgers 2080. Tim Rogers as in your LA Dodgers. We're going to talk about some little prospect update. We've had a little bit of news here and there, so that's all good. We need to have some of that. It's good to know what's going on with our prospects. So, one of the first things that was out there, not that one, geez Louise, we had the news about newest Dodgers prospect, Jackson Ferris, who was acquired in the Michael Busch trade, along with Zaire Hope. I'm just going to let's go with Zaire for that, okay? He's ranked by MLB Pipeline as the 7th best left-handed pitching prospect in baseball. So that is really, really cool. Let's take a quick look at the Dodgers prospects because I think that it's worth looking at how they've moved things around a little bit, given, I'll need to fix that. Edit that out, Rogers. Let's see. So MLB Pipeline top 30 with the Dodgers. This will be updated soon. It's coming soon, so that's always good. There he is with the Dodgers, Jackson Ferris, number 5. So one of the concerns has been left-handed pitching. So now we've got Jackson Ferris at 5. Of course, Michael Busch was 1 or 2 almost every poll or every prospect ranking. So we've lost him, obviously, and we'll talk about him in a minute. And but then you go, okay, left-handed pitcher at number 5. Then you go to Kopp, 15. Bruns at 16. Robleski at 20. So now we have 4 left-handed pitchers in the top 20. Now, none of them are ready for LA. That's for sure. And that's okay. That's just part of the process for the Dodgers, is being able to bring in as needed. So we know that the Dodgers have already traded Ryan Pepio, a young guy. And we also know that there's probably going to be another 1 or 2 young guys traded. Let's be honest. We know that's got to happen, whether it's now or between now and the trade deadline, based on the Dodgers' needs. So it's a good thing. There is, now they've got 5 of the top, 4 left-handed pitchers within the top 5. I think I'm pretty darn excited about that. I think, though, that as we look at some other things with the Dodgers, we go, let's talk about Michael Busch for a second, what we lost there. So we did lose a guy with some versatility, but we weren't sure where he was going to play. Let's be straight up and honest about it. There didn't seem to be a spot for him. It seemed the Dodgers did not really have a place for him. So that's just kind of a bummer. But that's just the way it is. I think he's going to be a very good player. I think with the Cubs, it sounds like he will be their first baseman, which is probably his best position. Let's be honest there. Again, just more honesty that we need to deal with. He'll be missed in the organization for all accounts. A really, really good dude. And we wish him all the best as he moves towards being a player that the Dodgers really will hopefully need in the future. So, or a player that they didn't need in the future. I'm sorry about that. I'm a little out of it, I guess. They're not quite back at it yet. So, but let's talk a little bit more about some other things. So there was a list that came out by Baseball America, their top 100. And I keep flipping things here, and it's driving me nuts. Let me arrange here to copy the link here. Okay, I got to definitely edit this part out here. Okay, here we go. So, wrong screen. Gosh darn it. Swear these things are just not doing what I want it to do. Give me a second here. Sorry, folks. There we go. All right. On Twitter, Josh Thomas talked about the 4 prospects that Baseball America's new top 100. Dalton Rushing, number 50. Gavin Stone, and some would be surprised, number 82. Andy Paez, 96. Nick Frasso, 97. Whoops. So you can see there's a little bit, it's kind of weird. It's like, well, where's Josue DePaula? He really should be in there. He's not in the top 100. Neither was River Ryan. They were both amongst 15 prospects who just missed. Others receiving at least 1 vote. We had Kyle Hurt, Tehran Lorenzo, Diego Cartaya, and Yoendry Vargas. So the one guy that didn't get anything yet is Maddox Bruns, and neither did we see Jackson Ferris in this list here, which I do find that a little bit interesting. But it's just good to see that Dodgers started getting, just building the farm system back. They make trades, they move on, they trade their number 1 prospect or maybe number 2 prospect. They're still in really good shape according to these lists. I want to go back really quick to the top 30 because I think let's just go over that really quick. We'll start at the bottom. Number 30, Austin Gauthier. Hunter Fiducia, 29. Brady Smith, 28. Jesus Tillero, 27. Right-handed. Yainer Fernandez, 26. Peter Hubeck, another righty, number 25. Chris Newell, the outfielder, 24. Rain Doncon, infielder, at 23. Sammy Munoz, we should see him at Rancho at 22. Hyun Suk Chang at 21. He is going to go really fast. Jason Robleski, left-handed pitcher. He's also going to really start raising his stock. It's going to happen quite a bit. At 20, Jose Ramos at 19. Trey Sweeney, the one acquired for Orbit Vivas. At 18, Tehran Lorenzo. This is way too low. This will change soon. 17, Bruns. 16, Kopp. 15, Jake Geloff. Third baseman of the future. At 14, Kendall George. At 13, Mr. Speed himself. Remember that Hope guy, the Zyron, I think Hope was a guy that sounds like he's another fast guy. We got the other Vargas at 12, Kyle Hurt at 11. That's a joke. Peyton Martin 10, Knack 9, Ryan 8, DePaula 7, Paez 6, Ferris 5, Stone 4, Frasso 3, Cartaya 2, Rushing 1. This will be changing drastically when they do it next time, and I'm excited to see it, and I'm sure we will cover it in depth when that comes out. I'm also looking, I haven't seen the Fangraphs updates lately. They always have a very interesting list, so if we see anything there, we will start taking a look in that area, because I really like the work that they do. It's very different. They approach things a little bit differently than the rest. So that's just kind of why I'm a bit interested there to see. So that, my friends, is just a quick overview of kind of a little prospect update. We will, of course, there's already been international coverage from the 15th. I was on a plane all day. Didn't really get to participate too much in that. And now we will say that when those international guys will also probably be factored in also to the list. So I'm going to see, we'll see where that goes. I'm looking forward to doing some diving in on players, because now we're seeing comparisons of of this guy to that guy, and those types of things are going to happen, and but those are all enjoyable. We're all fans of that. We kind of like that little speculation. We know these lists aren't that important, but remember the new prospect that they're talking about, shortstop Emil Morales, and he also might be a third baseman. So maybe we have Yoendris Vargas at short and Emil Morales at third. All right, we're talking about Dodgers prospects, specifically the catchers. Prospect rankings are digging the Dodgers catchers. That's what we like to see. We have some latest information from MLB Pipeline about catchers. We'll look at the top 100 again from Baseball America with where the Dodgers sit, and then the ones that were close calls. So let's take a gander at what's out there. So MLB Pipeline published their story about the top 10 catching prospects. And the good news is, guess who has two of them? Your Los Angeles Dodgers. We have Dalton Rushing at 6, Diego Cartaya at 10. So Diego's still hanging in there with the things. My only question was, where the heck was Theron Lorenzo? Dude was a beast. Now, I know it's low A. I get it. And there's always questions about any success at low A. And they'll go, oh, Diego Cartaya was really good at low A, all that good stuff. Well, we'll see what happens. I'm excited for Lorenzo heading up to high A next year. They talked about tools and things like that in here. And, Ethan Salas, the guy at the Padres that they've really pushed up fast. He's already up in double A. They think a lot of him. He might be a real problem. And the only thing they talked about for any of our guys was most approved, Diego Cartaya, after a really, really rough season this last season. Hitting 189, on base 278, slug 379, did have 19 home runs. So, there's still plenty of hope for our guy, Diego Cartaya. So the next thing I wanted to poke about, I talked about it last night, was the 4 Dodger prospects in baseball's new America new top 100, and we see led by Dalton Rushing at number 50. Thank you, by the way, to the great Josh Thomas for providing the Twitter that I'm able to grab from. Of course, Gavin Stone at 82, which is great considering he had a rough one. Andy Paez, who missed a lot of time, and Nick Frasso. Again, no Theron Lorenzo, no Josue de Paula. But they had their potential guys for next year's top 100. And who do you know? What do you see? Josue de Paula. Jackson Ferris, just acquired from the Cubs. We talked about him last night, where he is also in the top 10 for left-handed pitching prospects. Theron Lorenzo, and one of my favorites, Yoendris Vargas. Guys not in here, Jason Robleski, Maddox Bruns, countless others. But the Dodgers they're going to graduate a few coming up. And then they're going to just constantly reload. Amazing. That's absolutely amazing how they're able to pull this stuff off. Let's see. We have and then the last little topic was, it was kind of interesting. What if Yoshinobu Yamamoto, Jung-Hoo Lee, and Shota Imanaga, where would they be ranked? And so it's subscription only. I'm not going to show you the article. I will give away one of the answers. And they said Yamamoto would have been no lower than the number 3 prospect. So he would have been either 3, 2, or 1. So you got to be digging that type of stuff. They're just doing so many good things with their prospects. And so, yeah, that's kind of the overall little prospect update we have. The Dodgers they're fully loaded, and they are going to be ready to roll in 2024, 2025, 2026, 2027. Also, Chung isn't even on here, the guy we got from Korea. So, very exciting stuff. Dodgers prospects, you can't stop them. And yeah, so hopefully we keep having these little prospect updates as they come along. So thanks a lot for checking out Dodgers 2080.